The great Village Kid winning the last Inter-Dominion on Australian soil back in 1986 at the Albion Park Paceway in Brisbane, and Village Kid already a very firm favourite to take out this year's championship. Welcome to Harold Park Paceway in Sydney for the 47th running of the Inter-Dominion Championship. Our commentator this evening is David Morrow. And David, great to see the champion Village Kid in this first heat.
Certainly is great to see the current champion and possibly a future champion in Our Maestro, the Victorian, who's aiming for 15 wins in succession, and Village Kid aiming to become only the fourth horse to win 2 Inter-Dominions, while My Lightning Blue, also from Victoria, is also aiming for the same thing, having won the Inter-Dominion at Christchurch last year. Others with big chances, Bag Limit, who won the Winfield Cup at Moonee Valley a fortnight ago, and the New Zealanders are well represented, especially in the fourth heat tonight. Luxury Liners, their big hope. The magnificent Parramatta River there in the background, and right in the centre of the picture, the brilliantly lit up Harold Park venue for the 1988 Foster's Inter-Dominion Championship, and we're preparing for the first heat, and 5 of those drawn off the front line, including their Gay Adam, who's well in the market after a good performance in the recent Miracle Mile, and also Happy Sunrise, which finished second in the same race. Drawn out wide, Our Maestro, a big chance in this opening heat. Village Kid, the 1986 champion, drawn in 8, and Quite Famous, the Cups King from Victoria, also a big hope in this opening heat. Tricky one, alas, a late scratching. Let's go down now and find out what's happening in the betting ring. Here's Peter Longman.
Well, tremendous crowd down here in the ring for this first seat of the Inter-Dominion Championship, and there's no real surprise who the favourite is. Village Kid, very short, 6-4 on. Some support for Our Maestro at 7-4, and the only other horse really with any support, Gay Adam, has eased a little in the betting, out now to 11-1.
And there's number 4, Gay Adam, and of course David Aitken who trains and drives the horse. And this horse, only a young horse, has only had 20 starts, but certainly in the Inter-Dominion with a great chance of being one of the outside runners here in a fortnight's time. And here's the horse that's going for 15 wins in a row. Our Maestro carrying those famous night colours from Kilmore in Victoria, the yellow with the red Maltese cross and a red cap. There's been many great horses come out of that stable, but alas for the Knights, there's yet to be one that has greeted the Inter-Dominion winning post. And there's the favourite Village Kid. Chris Lewis, of course, is the driver, Billy Horn, the trainer, and his stake earnings and win ratio there just speaks for itself. The 86 Inter-Dominion champion, twice winner of the Miracle Mile on this track, an out-and-out champion, and he's won 20 of his last 21 starts. The field's starting to move up behind the mobile barrier now for the first heat of the Foster's 1988 Inter-Dominion Championship. Our Stretto there with Sunset Candios, who's drawn in 2. Loveridge in behind the winner, in behind the leader, I should say. Monarch's Best going up.
Take 2.
Now the horses to watch are out wide, Our Maestro, and in the middle, Gay Adam. Now who's going to win the jump? Gay Adam got away well there, number 4. Going with him is Monarch's Best. Off the track in the early stages, Our Maestro. Knight looks across. He's posted 4 wide in the early stages. What can he do? He keeps hunting up as the rain starts to fall again. On the inside, it's Our Stretto, but going to the lead on the outside, it will be Gay Adam. And Gay Adam will head them round the turn into the straight for the first time in the 88 Foster's Inter-Dominion Championship. Our Stretto running second. The next one caught there without cover momentarily is Our Maestro, but Jimmy O'Sullivan taking off there in the cerise with the blue V and the green sleeves, and that's Quite Famous going up to sit on the outside of the leader. Back there behind those on the outside, Sunset Candios as Monarch Best pokes up on the inside. Back there third last in the yellow colours with the white cap is Loveridge. Village Kid is now second last, but Chris Lewis is deciding to hunt up on the outside, and look at the Kid go, and Happy Sunrise is last of all, but as they go down the back, and look at Village Kid go. He's gone up very quickly from second last and quickly takes over now, and it's Village Kid who takes over in front and going very comfortably indeed. Leads out to Gay Adam. Caught without cover now is Quite Famous from Our Stretto, poking up on the fence there in 4th position. Our Maestro, he's going to be carted up towards the leader, so he couldn't have got a better run in the end. On the inside next is Monarch's Best from Sunset Candios, third last. Happy Sunrise about to go forward, 3 wide from the tail of the field, and now back in last place is Loveridge. First quarter of the last mile carved out in 30.9 as they head down the main straight with just over 800 metres to travel in the first heat of the Inter-Dominion, and it's Village Kid on top, second quarter in 31.3 as they pass the post. They've got a lap to go. Village Kid leads out. In second position is Quite Famous, Happy Sunrise, 3 wide. On the inside with nowhere to go at the moment, Gay Adam. Our Maestro all bundled up there. He can't get out of that pocket. Back on the inside then is Our Stretto. Behind those off the track, 3 and 4 wide, Loveridge, followed by then Sunset Candios. And last of all, as they head down the back the last time, Monarch's Best. In front, Village Kid, and he's stacking them up. Off the track, 3 and 4 deep, Happy Sunrise under under pressure. Quite Famous starting to drop back through the field. This will give Gay Adam a chance to get off the rails. Loveridge going around them. Our Maestro almost being taken back the last, but he's out now of Good Enough. Our Strato taking up on the fence. Sunset Candios 4 and 5 deep, and last of all is Monarch's Best. Third quarter 29.6, but around the turn and in front at Village Kid. Gay Adam's the only danger. Is there a danger? Village Kid on the inside. Gay Adam throwing down the gauntlet on the outside. Village Kid, Gay Adam, Village Kid, Gay Adam, Village Kid. He's going to be too good for them. Village Kid beat Gay Adam. Our Strato's got third from Our Maestro. The next one, Monarch's Best from Loveridge. Behind those, perhaps Quite Famous in front of Happy Sunrise and Sunset Candios. And Village Kid, he toyed with the opposition. Last quarter, 29.2. Overall mile rate, 158.6. And Chris Lewis and Bill Horn have taken the first heat of the 1988 Foster's Inter-Dominion Championship. A very impressive victory. And around the turn, and look at that, Chris Lewis sitting there very quietly indeed there in the blue and the yellow stripes and that blue and white cap on Village Kid. On the outside, Gay Adam momentarily looked a threat, but David Aiken was hard at work on Gay Adam, and in the last 50 metres or so you can see Village Kid almost ease down on the line to win his 21st race from his last 22 starts, but a good run by the young New South Wales horse to take second. And there we are, 8 Village Kid, the winner from Western Australia, trained by Billy Horn, driven by Chris Lewis. Second, number 4, Gay Adam, trained and driven in New South Wales by David Aiken. And third, number 1, Our Strato, trained and driven down on the south coast of New South Wales by Brian Hancock. Well, the winning driver of Village Kid, Chris Lewis, is no stranger to the microphone, and he's speaking with Peter Longman.
Well, Chris Lewis, the kid, seemed to do it pretty easily.
Went very nice. Very pleased with his run tonight.
Were your tactics to make you move at that stage?
I went in there with an open mind, and we just had to wait and see how the race panned out. When the pace slackened, and I just shifted him around quickly, and he was able to take up the lead pretty comfortably.
A bit of rain round tonight. Any effect on the track?
Well, it's good at this stage. If there's no further rain, I think everyone will be pretty happy with it.